Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a high ELO Gamecast. I am Sylphin. This is the series where we take a look at high ELO games and try to learn from what these high skill players are doing. Normal disclaimer, this is third party ELO system. It's not official, it's not internal MMR. It is simply the best thing that I have to try to bring you high competitive matches. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, let's get the show on the road. So here on the left, on our blue team, we have Daisuke on Decker, Triplo on Grux, Carrier Dodge on Murdoch, Tio Mikey on the Fae, and Karma on Feng Mao. User 4721817114. It's on Steel, Kwais on Zinx, Eerie Cold on Drongo, Art Core on Richter, and Red Brick on Muriel. So it'll be interesting to see here in this mid lane how this is going to work versus a Zinx and a Fae. If the Fae can really snowball here from the fact that the Zinx will not have her dirty healing, until level 5, Tio Mikey will definitely be able to, harass her down. But at the same time, if Zinx is really accurate with her basics and she can get some good poke with that nice damage over time, hey, that's really going to it could work. It could work, and we could definitely see what's happening here. User 4721 is on Steel versus a off lane Feng Mao. Unfortunately, looks like he might have DC'd here in this early game. A Drongo and Muriel versus a Murdoch and Decker, both teams having very strong aspects to them. Murdoch and Decker. Murdoch, very, very meta, and the Decker, that Stasis Bomb is effective. It hurts. It's a great stun. And the first blood here going to Tio Mikey in the mid lane. Not really anything we would expect. We wouldn't expect anything less from that. Eerie Cold here going in, taking a little bit of damage here, trying to capitalize on the Decker, missing that Stasis Bomb and engaging, but the blue team there took the brunt of that engagement, as now they're both under half health with a Muriel full mana, still level 1, so likely only the consecrated ground. And Eerie Cold looking like he wants to apply these rad rounds, but unfortunately doesn't get those 3 rounds at level 1 off on any target. So the Muriel, is going to be really strong. She's very, very strong in preventing damage with their shields. So with the Decker, Murdoch, buckshot into a piercing shot, it's good. It's a toss-up. The Muriel and Drongo will work quite nicely. Just normal Muriel things, and the Drongo, if using that silence at the appropriate time, hey, it really could work. So this duo matchup is very interesting. In the jungle, we have Richter and a Grux. Richter can be an absolute beast, but so can Grux. Smash and grab into the crush is phenomenal. So we're gonna have to see how that goes down. And finally, Karma here, unfortunately, likely DC'd after joining in. So it's gonna definitely be at a unfortunate disadvantage for a little while. Looks like we have a very nice gank coming out here for Art. The silence enabling the Murdoch to push the Richter back, and really is just going to be one gigantic gank on the Decker, as the Muriel was being focused. The minions and the blue team there was focusing the Muriel, but no, she is going to get out being level 2, likely got her other shields as well. So their first real good gank of the game going in the orange team's favor. The blue team harassed out a lane twice now. Not the early game farm here isn't too serious. 21 to 13. It can swing in either way pretty easily after a couple, just some harassment and stuff like that. So there we go. Case Weiss here trying to harass Tio Mikey as much as possible. He wants to trade. There is the fly trap, and deleted. So Tio Mikey here knowing exactly what the Fae can provide. you know, in lane in a trade, and I've been at the bad end of a of Tio Mikey's Fae, and it's really damn good. I have a gank here from Triplo on a user, and let's see if the steal goes down. Arctor does tremendous amount of damage. There is the steel slam and the steel bash going in. A nice smash grab and crush combo, but unfortunately the steel is going to be able to go out, and Richter at this point deals more damage than a Rux. To be honest with you, the inert damage in Richter's kit is phenomenal, and people underestimate it. And you know, in that scenario, you actually saw it shine quite well. So great map awareness here from the orange team to see, you know, to see Tio Mikey trying to rotate. Triplo coming in with a gank here, help out Karma. And orange team kind of capitalized on that, so great job on their part as well. K Weiss here is now finally level 5 with that dirty healing, missing the pull there, but it didn't matter. The Murdoch did die, and Daisuke is left alone. 4 people here in this dual lane. Maybe should be focusing down the tower, but they may go for a early fangtooth. It is the 556 mark. They are battling over vision around fangtooth, as it just provides that very strong advantage to whoever can get that first and get that rolling. In terms of builds here, it looks like a lot of blue. You can see I think this is indeed bugged here pretty bad, so we will have to see what's going on. So no real updates here on the builds. A lot of blue. Possessed Bracken coming here for Karma in that solo lane, but likely answered here by Steel as well. So there's a Possessed Bracken, the mandatory Possessed Bracken. Again, it's a no lost card. If you get it and your opponent doesn't, you win the lane, you snowball. If you can utilize what it brings to the table, you win the game. And there you go. K-Swice gets a fantastic gank here from Tio Mikey, and Triplo. The control and burst damage is just ton here in this early game. And Tio Mikey not even needing Possessed Sprykin as well. So you can see here, Font of Experience, Advanced Evolution, and Rejuvenator provides you that sustain without the need for Possessed Sprykin that does take up a spot. So you can see there is the Blitz Rush that is so good on Fae, providing you that fantastic mobility. Triplo looks like it was trying to simply just scout out the Fangtooth, but gets taken out in return. Arctor looking wants to maybe continue this pick here and get a nice Murdoch gank, but there is the skewer, and Carrier Dodge knows its fate as he gets taken out from a great gank here from Arctor. Very well done, knowing where to be at pretty much all points here, and working quite well. K Weiss looks like he either doesn't have his ultimate on or not, and choosing to trade with Tio Mikey unfortunately is not that, you know, probably a little bit fed up with how strong Tio Mikey is now with a numerous amount of kills to his fame. He just wants to farm, but Tio Mikey is not letting that happen. Gonna likely have a rotation here from Tio Mikey on a user. I think he knows he doesn't see anybody there in the mid lane, and he's going to stay. I mean, the Fae Steel can definitely deal with the ability damage from the Fae quite nicely with that ablative armor stack, but we're gonna see here if he can confirm a kill here on Karma. Maybe not, but he should be able to escape. Maybe he wants to deal some great damage, and there you can see the damage actually going to town as well. But unfortunately, gets taken out mid ult. So I think what he was trying to do there was just bait him in with a great amount of burst damage through his ultimate and shield bash, but unfortunately, no, wasn't able to pull that off. Richter here going in with that obligatory Tyrant, and Tyrant as well here from Triplo. The value is just astronomical and too good to pass up. Vanguard Captain for great amount of sustain, and Flame Possession as well to contest control of those map objectives. Triplo wanting to engage you. There is the fantastic engagement here from Decker using her rocket boots and her stun, but Eerie Cold is not taking much damage. Great shields here from the Muriel. The Muriel's going to go down instead, saving her carry. A great trade, exactly what you want here. Triplo wants to confirm the kill, and yes, they do. Unfortunately, they kind of re-engaged after that, wanting to punish the trio from pushing up, but no, unfortunately wasn't able. Triplo was able to come in and secure the kill with a crush after again another fantastic stasis bomb. So there's an example of an engagement going in their favor with a fantastic stasis bomb. So well done here by Die Soup. In terms of the stats here, it is 7-7. Good to see here. A little bit of a, yes, it is 7-7. So both teams are, you know, going quite nicely. TO Mikey with 6-1 versus the enemy teams of 2-2, 2-1 as well. So really, it is this mid lane Zinx that is having a tough time here against TO Mikey, dealing with a fantastic amount of damage coming out. Seemingly from not very much. Mana Flow, Accolade, and Blitz Rush. So TO Mikey is ahead in hero levels, which does have a large part to it. Hero level 10 versus the 8. Another great gank here from Artcore. Secures a kill on the Murdoch that was all alone. So unfortunately, gotta be really safe when you are alone. And they do have vision, so it's very surprising that he was able to be caught out there in that dual lane. Orange team looking like they have a bit of control. We're definitely going to town here on this tier 1 tower. The rad rounds going to town as well. The tower does fall. Nice gank here on TO Mikey. The Richter hook is missed. Triplo coming in for the gank. There is the Warlord challenge here. Looking like they want to make the kill happen. K-Wise chose to stay at in an advantageous position, but no, the damage is too much. Look at the stuns, and unfortunately it's a 2-for-1 here for the orange team. The blue team has fantastic engagement there, knowing what they can and cannot handle. Radran's going to town on TO Mikey. There is the shield slam and the shield bash as well. As Daisuke wants to take down Red Brick, the minions are attacking her, but no, she's going to go off into fantastic rocket boots again with the stasis. Bomb does work fantastically well, and Eerie Cold finishes off that kill. So it is a 3-for-2. 3-for-2 here for the orange team. Coming back, and great rotations, great follow-up from the rest of the team. It was looking dire, and they came back and made that happen, as Carrier Dodge was forced to just kind of defend this lane here, not able to rotate to that engagement. So it does go to the orange team's favor, and do we see that? We do see that indeed. 1 kill here. Farm is actually even, and gold is in their favor as well. About 6,000 gold going to be in their favor with no fangtooth, fangteeth, whatever we want to call it, to anybody's name. So we do have possessed Bryken here for the steal and karma. So no other possessed Brykens. Normally you do see we do see more possessed Brykens than that, but really off lane is all about sustain, so not too surprising there. Nice Richter pull here to get TO Mikey, and look at that damage here from the Richter, controlling TO Mikey down and obliterating him. He did need to use all of his mana, but oh boy, look at that. The blue team is responding here with a 4-man gank in the mid lane. Artcore looking like he's going to be caught out of position. The stasis bomb does miss, but the crash and smash and grab does land. And fantastic body blocks here. Does finish him off. Hardcore being super tanky, requiring 4 people to do that. So they were really thirsty for that, wanting that advantage. And they may be able to secure a tier 1 tower here in the mid lane, but no, they decide to retreat, defending their T2 tower in their left lane for Karma and Carrier Dodge and Daisuk Jigen. Simply going back to farm, as their farm may be below here, 66 to the Drongo 70, so not too bad. Really not too bad, to be honest with you. So, with a font of experience coming up for Carrier Dodge, is only a hero level 9. He has been dying quite a bit more than the Drongo, so only 1 hero level advantage versus Drongo here at hero level 8 is quite surprising, given that he's died 3 more times. Tio Mikey going down to user, who does have follow up, but almost actually is going to make it out, and unfortunately users overextended too much to confirm that kill there. Very, very close call here for Tio Mikey, who does get away barely with his life. Amplification Engineer doing a lot of work actually on the steal. Numbing Rogue's going to provide his team with great damage mitigation through that reduced attack speed. And looks like the orange team's going to take this to their advantage. They're going to push down this mid lane tier 1 tower. After that good advantage they get, everybody having to go back to base here for the blue team. So well done. Well done, well done, well done. All their lanes can be left here for just for a moment. They will be pushing into their tower, so they will need to retreat here. Probably almost give up this mid lane in return. And is the blue team going to... Are they going to respond to that? They will have to get something out of this. All the rest of the team having to deal with the side lanes. Tio Mikey and Daisuk getting stunned there from the ricochet stun. Are they going to be able to get this down? Tio Mikey having that fantastic control. Look at the damage here from Zinx. She might be able to deal with a supply sergeant for that enhanced mana. Is actually really good idea. Tio Mikey getting harassed here by Hardcore, going to town. The damage is unreal. Tio Mikey getting obliterated. Daisuk unfortunately does get away here from fantastic rocket boots and stasis bomb, but Triplo, look at this. Got the wrath of 4 team members of the orange team. Does go down. Hardcore looking for the hook, and is it going to land? There is the Serenity and basic attack to almost finish off, but there's the last basic attack. This should be an easy peasy fangtooth here, with 3 of the enemy blue team dead, all of the orange team alive. They do not have vision control, but I mean, there's really not much the blue team can do. Does the Fang Mao have a flame? No, he doesn't. So really not much they're going to be able to do. Instead of going for Cryo Agent, very interestingly enough, maybe going down the road for a OPD Militia on a Fang Mao is very, very interesting. The increased attack speed will proc his passive more to give more slows, and the damage from OPD Militia will make him a powerhouse. So interesting way to see that Spriking, giving him the pseudo tankiness in the early game, and hopefully some sort of advantage here to kind of come back. He is equal on farm here with the steal. In terms of attribute points, 12, and no, unfortunately he is a fair bit behind here. Only 2,000 gold though, so interesting to see that. First fangtooth of the game here goes to the blue team, or to the orange team, pardon me, and we do see that in the gold discrepancy here. Seeing it being 84,000 versus 77. That is a nice 7k gold lead here for the orange team, who is holding up 15 to 14 for them. And Hardcore going straight for Tio Mikey once again. Look at this damage. Nothing Tio Mikey can do as Hardcore completely obliterates him, taking no damage at all from the Mariel shields. And that is 2-person kill here, as Hardcore is absolutely going to town here with a Fiomi Guardian and Tyrant providing great damage mitigation and power as well. I mean, Richter again, the damage is there in his baseline kit. So, I mean, if you just accentuate it a bit here with Tyrant and then go in for a pseudo tank and damage with Fiomi Guardian as well, it's going to work really, really well. Karma gets a nice shield bash to the face. The shield slam only catches the Murdoch, and he is just trying to zone here. Red Brick trying to come in here as easy peasy orb prime for the orange team. may be able to push this advantage. Lanes are in their favor, at least in the mid lane and in the right lane. Left lane, not so much. We'll have to deal with that. So I'm gonna have to see here what kind of tactics they use. Fangtooth is not up to get an easy pick there, but they will be barreling down this mid lane, trying to get the tier 2 tower down so they get those jump pads, and it looks like it's going to be an easy tier 2 for them. Yeah, look at Eerie Cole, those rad rounds going to town on the inhibitor, or on the tier 2 tower, and it goes down easy peasy just like that, as the side lanes are actually in their advantage. Left lane is set in their favor, so they will just have to siege this out, and that's what Orb Prime is all about. A lot of people kind of forget it's a siege tool, and it's prolonged, so don't have to do anything too crazy. Arcor looking for the hook, but no. Fantastic Rocket Boots once again secures that. So, oh, looks like right lane was not set in their favor, actually. So user 47 is going to go down there and take that. Arcor looking for another pull. That's what they're going to do. Daizu gets obliterated with a fantastic there. And there is the 3-person smash and grab from the Warlord's challenge. Look at Arcor getting obliterated here. Karma is surviving. Look at that damage. It is a phenomenal. Karma with OPD Militia. There it is, as user comes in to at least take out one of the enemy team. They took out Triplo, and all pentakill. My goodness, well done here. Whose pentakill was that? Let's go back and see that, because I did not see who that was. I think the Zinx was also bugged here, so let's go see this one again. So fantastic engagement here from Triplo. Here we're going to see it. Look at this. Daisu gets absolutely obliterated. There is the smash and grab fly trap. Oh my goodness, Karma gets that kill. I think Karma gets this next one. Is that Karma going to town? Oh, look at this. I think Karma is the one for the pentakill here. Look at this OPD Militia just go to town here. It's just phenomenal. He does indeed. So there is a pentakill from Karma. Wow, great follow-up here from the blue team. Fantastic fly trap into smash and grab into the crush, and then the follow-up damage here from carrier dodge, and Karma basically made easy peasy work. So there's the OPD Militia going to town with that mana generator gem. Maybe going into some tank now. High agility tank card is something like one the tribe, although he is not orders, or he is not growth, so that is not going to work. He is going to be a high damage offlaner here. Coming to Karma 7-0, interestingly enough, as he hasn't died, being extremely fed here. 23,000 gold versus the Steel's 22, so not too much of an advantage. 19-18 here for the orange team, with 2 Fangtooth in their name, and and that Orb Prime that is now off. Eerie Cold going to town. Let's take a look at his build here. With Boonseeker, OPD Militia, yes, OPD Militia, guys, is astronomical. It's an insane amount of DPS on any carry, and if you want to deal maximum damage in terms of just raw DPS, that is 100% the way to go. Go check out that video if you want to see that. There is the wanting to get the hook, but no, unfortunately, K. Weiss is taken in with the OPD Militia. With the smash and grab. The Triplo is punished for it, unfortunately, as Karma's trying to come in and flank for the kill, but no. So it is a 1-for-1. K. Weiss is actually dead. It is a replay bug, unfortunately, as now the blue team doesn't have much here to contest with. They have gone down. Karma is half health. As the orange team here has that Muriel damage mitigation to rely upon, and that is a big deal here. Karma is getting harassed here. Karma's trying to come in from behind, but he's probably gonna get punished for that. Eerie Cold takes a fly trap to the face, tries to use his ultimate there to get up on the ledge, but unfortunately was too out of position. And dies for that. So unfortunately, Drongo there trying to punish Karma for ganking, coming in on the flank was punished too hard there. As the blue team has to retreat. Mikey goes back to defend the inhibitor. And it looks like the orange team is going to get this, get the third fangtooth. So, oh, this is going to be a one nice advantage here for the orange team. 3 fangtooth in their favor, especially with the nice front line tanky nature here. Steel, Zinx, and Richter is with the Muriel damage mitigation. That's only going to feed into the sustain of the rest of the the rest of the team has even more. So as you can see there, really there's nothing that that Triplo can do here, even with Thorndiomi, Tyrant, and Growth Totem. So Thorndiomi is a fantastic card, especially against all this bursty damage here from the orange team that they're really doing a good job of synchronizing. Unfortunately, does get taken down. So Supply Sergeant, Onyx Prayer, and Protective Sentry here is a great combination. Supply Sergeant is an interesting option. It really is. As a Muriel, you definitely can have mana issues, so using that to your advantage is a great, absolutely a great option, and that is a replay bug there as well. Malik's Grace and Yomi Guardian is what I think we see the Richter having. Malik's Grace, interesting. So that was a replay bug as well. Yomi Guardian, Malik's Grace to shield yourself and allied hero is monstrous. I mean, he's going to have a tremendous amount of health with a Unbroken Spirit as well. So, oh boy, that's going to be a fantastic amount of tank and damage, to be honest with you. With just, again, Richter's in baseline kit, it is a lot. So, looks like Karma did get a 1v1 kill there on the Steel. I mean, the Steel against OPD Militia, he's not going to be able to do very much. The Fangmao will be able to just out sustain him. The Steel, not much going to be able to do. Does have Unbroken Spirit for the great mana, for the great ability damage mitigation, but unfortunately, as you saw, Karma is running away with it 7-0. Both teams not too confident in running away with any sort of advantage so far. The orange team has been the closest one to kind of barreling down the lane and taking down the inhibitor, but again, blue team, fantastic job there of mitigating the mid lane inhibitor pressure. We're seeing fantastic work here done from Karma and this OPD. Very, very unconventional, and if he gets, you know, focused here from the Steel and the Richter, we're going to see that work just go to town, and there's really nothing he's going to be able to do, and he does get away. Unfortunately, guys, this is obviously a replay bug. He is obviously definitely took a lot of damage there, so he does get away. How lucky is that? So enabling the blue team here to get Fangtooth with all 3 of those heroes going to the right lane. That is the Q. They have the space, they have the positional advantage to take Fangtooth, and they do indeed. So great to see that. Just map awareness and always trying to get value out of what is possible. And they do that. Not much damage, though, for the blue team. It has taken them a while. We do have a Triplo here. The Tyrant is a good amount of damage, but Decker and Tio Mikey, he is going to be very, very bursty. But other than that, sustained damage, not really. So there is the first Fangtooth here for the blue team. Going to give him a good amount of power. And more importantly, that 5,000 gold. So they are behind maybe a replay bug here, but it does. No, it is. There you go. 129,000 to 135. So it is only 6k gold behind. So it's much closer than you might think. The farm is relatively even. Kills are relatively even. Gold is relatively even. So this could be in anybody's favor right now. Orange team is going for Orb Prime. They have the positional advantage. As you can see, looking at your map, both the dual lane for the blue team is all the way on the other side of the map. So they're going to utilize that to their advantage. K Weiss here, unfortunately, looks like he has DC'd, so he is taken out. But no matter, the orange team is a group of 4 with Orb Prime. Gonna see exactly what they can push, what kind of advantage they can get. There's Art for getting blasted by that OPD militia. And there is a fantastic fly trap into the follow-up from the rest of the team. Gets absolutely obliterated, and user 47 is left to die alone. Fantastic job from the blue team, ladies and gentlemen. T.O. Mikey setting that up perfectly in close quarters with that fly trap. Don't matter if you have or prime or not, because it doesn't help you with tankiness. Getting completely destroyed by the blue team. Oh my goodness. Well done, T.O. Mikey. This looks like it's going to be the advantage that they need, and there is the surrender. Oh my goodness, what a final engagement there. Clutch fly trap into the follow-up from the rest of the team. Karma dealing crazy damage. Carrier dodge doing carry things, and absolutely phenomenal work. So huge shout out there to T.O. Mikey with that fantastic look at this amplification engineer and atomic soldier and astral leap. Oh, that's going to be dealing so much damage in the follow-up here from the rest of the team. OPD militia and wound seeker, almost another carry on the team. So OPD militia, wound seeker, yeah, look at this guard piercer. Oh my goodness, what a phenomenal job there to clutch the end game advantage. So Malik's Grace, Yomi Guardian, and Burger's Beard couldn't really do much. You can't activate Yomi Guardian when you are stunned, so unfortunately Artcore probably not able to get that off until he was basically dead. So two OPD militias here coming out. Drongo OPD militia on Zinx, Apex Predator. So good ability armor, but inevitably is still a damage card and growth totem. Not going to really help too much, especially with an enemy team having amplification engineer. Malik's Prayer and protective sentry is a fantastic combination. Unfortunately, just not able to do too much there in that last engagement. Wow, well done, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think of this game and this insane last play? Amazon is the tried and true way of shopping for anything you need or want at the lowest prices. Support the channel at no cost to you by doing your Amazon shopping through the link in the video description. Please like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, share it with the community, of course, guys, subscribe. If you guys like this content, especially if you found it useful, subscribe so I can do it for you in the future. Please check the video description, release on my website, merchandise store, Amazon affiliate link, and all of my social media as well. Huge shout out to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube sponsors, and Twitch subscribers. Go out of their way to make these videos possible. Till next time, like always, guys, stay optimistic and positive.